British Shorthairs are one of the most famous cat breeds in the world. I have to admit, this gorgeous kitty has an impressive, stockier look. Due to their bulky appearance, British Shorthairs are regarded as the bulldogs of the cat kingdom. But what are British Shorthairs like? Would they be a good choice? I'll start with the history of the breed, especially since it's quite bittersweet. British Shorthair cats, or Brits for short, appeared a long time ago. Their ancestor is the European cat, the typical alley cat living in Europe. European cats were brought to England by Romans approximately 2,000 years ago. British Shorthairs are believed to be the offspring of these cats and the European wildcat. That would explain why British Shorthair cats have more massive bodies than other cats. And now let's get to the fun part. Surprisingly, the British Shorthair was, at first, just an ordinary cat living on the streets of England. They were so common that nobody paid much attention to them, until the 1800s. Harrison Weir, a dedicated cat lover and regarded as the father of cat associations, had a great passion for these cats. He was absolutely in love with them. Mr. Weir had a wonderful British Shorthair cat that participated in what's known as the first modern feline competition. This show took place in London's Crystal Palace. Although his cat was quite an old lady, she managed to win a prize. This changed people's opinion towards British Shorthair cats. Their fame skyrocketed, and they were finally recognized as a separate breed. Sadly, the extraordinary popularity these cats enjoyed didn't last long. By the 1900s, long-haired exotic breeds such as Persians made their way to England. These new arrivals caused Brits to fade into the shadows once again. Their downfall was so extreme that after World War II, British Shorthair cats almost disappeared. It took considerable effort for some incredibly dedicated breeders to revive this breed. After the war, the remaining British cats were bred with other cats, precisely because only a handful of them were left. Among the cats contributing to British Shorthair's revival, we count the Russian Blue, the Chartreux, and Persian cats. The British Shorthair continued to exist and gradually gained more and more fame. Today, it occupies an incredible third place in the world. It's a very popular cat breed in America and Europe. Let's talk about their unique appearance. British Shorthair cats have a muscular, massive, and well-balanced body. Their head is round, broad, with ears set far apart. Their eyes are huge, round, and incredibly expressive. Brits have short and dense fur, which feels like a plush to the touch. It's not double as the fur of other cats. By the way, you'll also find British cats with semi-long fur, and they're called British Longhairs. Even though they're not accepted everywhere as a breed, they're on their way. The only difference between British Shorthairs and British Longhairs is the fur length. But let's go back to today's stars. The most popular color found in this breed is a solid dark gray, or blue as it's called by cat associations. However, it's not the only color allowed. There are no less than 30 colors and patterns permitted. Blue is the most popular because the cats used to invigorate the breed were mostly gray, Russian Blue, Chartreux, and Blue Persian cats. And now let's move on to the most exciting part, their personality. Cats of this breed are known for their calm manner. Brits are affectionate with their owners, but not in an excessive way. Unlike other cats, they tend to be just as loving with all family members. However, British Shorthair cats don't like to be picked up or held at all. If you pick them up, they won't hesitate to show you just how displeased they are. They'll try to escape and will make adorable squeaky sounds, but without any trace of aggression. You'll hardly be able to hold them for more than 5 seconds. Besides, British Shorthairs are not the kind of cats to sit on your lap. They'll sit comfortably next to you, though. Brits tend to be polite cats. If you sit on the couch and you're in their way, they'll most likely jump over you instead of walking on you. Even if cats of this breed love hanging out, they frequently have energy outbursts. Don't be surprised if your cat suddenly starts running around, acting crazy. Just enjoy the show. You're guaranteed a good portion of laughter. After these energy spikes, the cat will return to its favorite thing, doing nothing. In terms of activity level, they're somewhere in the middle. British Shorthairs prefer to play alone with small toys they can toss around. Cats of this breed will not cause too much mess around the house. They're too lazy to try to open doors or drawers, and if you open the fridge, it's unlikely your British Shorthair will jump into it. Also, most British cats can easily be taught to stay away from counters. You could say they are sensible, well-mannered cats, but don't count on that. After all, every cat is unique and can behave differently. How noisy are they? Well, opinions are divided here. Some of them are very talkative, while others not at all. And even if they don't like being hugged, they love to be pet. They strive to receive affection and will reward you with a loud purr. Brits are actually renowned for their powerful purr. But British Shorthair cats are also independent. Of course, they'll be thrilled when you come home and they'll greet you at the door, but at the same time, they don't mind spending time alone. You can get only one, and rest assured your cat is happy. As for other cats, British Shorthairs prefer to be the only cats. That's because British Shorthairs are not very interested in other felines. If you have another very playful cat, sparks might fly. Let's say you really want 2 cats. What should you do? In this case, I recommend taking 2 British Shorthair kittens from the same litter. However, don't be discouraged by this recommendation. If you really want 2 cats, you can make them accept each other, even if their personalities are different. It will take some effort from you, but it's possible. But surprisingly, British Shorthair cats tend to get along with dogs. Of course, the dog must be well-behaved and taught how to interact with a cat. As for children, Brits tolerate them very well and get along with them. Besides, they're gentle and patient. Overall, the British Shorthair cat is relaxed and well-mannered. They love their owners but will not suffer if left alone. Instead of behaving like a puppy and continuously seeking your attention, the British Shorthair will be more like a roommate. A very fluffy one with irresistible eyes. Please remember that kittens adopted from catteries have higher chances of fitting these characteristics, as they're socialized early on. How long do British Shorthair cats live? Fortunately, they tend to be relatively healthy, and their life expectancy is between 12 and 20 years. Of course, this also depends on where you get your cat from. Authorized breeders do their best to sell healthy kittens. Specifically, they won't let cats with health issues breed. Someone who does this only for money may not be so responsible. Breeders also give you a contract to sign and have a reputation to keep. I insisted on this subject because there are some life-threatening health issues Brits can suffer from, and they're both inherited from their ancestors. The first one is the infamous HCM, which usually affects middle-aged and senior cats. It can also occur earlier. Unfortunately, many times the first symptom is sudden death. To detect it earlier, you have to take your cat to a veterinary cardiologist for an ultrasound every year. The other severe condition is polycystic kidney disease, which can lead to kidney failure. In addition to these conditions, don't forget that British Shorthairs are relatively lazy cats. You'll have to carefully monitor their weight, as obesity will worsen any symptoms your cat may have. And how do you take care of a British Shorthair cat? As with other cats, you'll need to clean their ears, clip their nails, and brush their teeth with a special toothbrush and toothpaste. As for the fur, it's recommended to brush it once or twice a week. Brushing will help the cat get rid of hair that was about to fall out. Thus, you'll have less cat hair flying around the house, and the cat will not swallow as much. In other words, caring for them is a breeze. And now the crucial question: how much do they cost? A pet quality kitten costs between $1,100 and $1,500, while a show quality one costs up to $2,000 and even more. A quick note here: pet quality refers to kittens who don't have the perfect appearance to win prizes and are sold to regular people looking for companions. Besides this, there's no difference between the two types. If you can't afford the price, I think the best option for you is to adopt a kitten or an older cat from a shelter. You'll be paying a lot less, and you'll definitely find your perfect furry pal there. Please avoid scammers and people breeding cats for money. I hope you enjoyed the video and that it helped you. I find British Shorthair cats to be fascinating, and I hope you do too. Please write to me in the comments if you have a British Shorthair and tell me what your cat is like. Don't forget to check out the links in the description for some super cool stuff for your cat. Subscribe if you haven't already, and see you next time!